Nuvo Studios showed off some games they're developing for use on Java-enabled cell phones. Here with a look at a couple titles is Tech TV Lab's Han Choi.
Hi. This is by far my favorite game because it is really thought-provoking. It's called Removie.
Okay.
Let me show it. So basically what you have to do is select the symbols that are right next to each other, and then you can remove it and things drop. But you really have to think about where you are, what tiles to drop so that you can get the most points. It's really interesting.
So what, you want everything to disappear? Or
Yeah, the idea is to get rid of everything, but there has to be two touching each other, so at a certain point you're not going to have enough.
So it's sort of like a Tetris.
Yeah, it's a reverse Tetris is what somebody just mentioned. It's kind of interesting, actually. I was just thinking that I could sit here and play for hours. It's like playing Free Cell on your computer. but anyhow, let's talk about Java. So with Java, this phone is a Motorola IA5S. It's the only Java-enabled phone currently available in the U.S. So Nuvo Studios has been developing games for the Java platform. Now, Java J2ME, which is what this is running on, the micro edition, is really new to the market. So this is the first version of it. So this is just an idea of what gaming can become on your cell phone.
So you have to have this phone because this is the only one available to us right now. Does it come with the games? Do we have to buy those separately?
That hasn't been determined yet.
Okay.
So as future Java phones become available, I'm going to switch games actually, but as more games become available, you'll be able to play more, or the titles will be available. Either it'll be included or you'll have to buy them, or the pricing and all that stuff hasn't been worked out yet. But it's just an idea of where things are going. Now this game I'm loading right now is WWF Mobile Madness. It's a wrestling game. This is actually going to be this is just a demonstration of what Java can actually do.
Okay.
Now I'm going to just get in there. They have a special code here so I don't have to do anything, and it'll just run all by itself. So let's see if we can focus that. Okay. So basically it's wrestling, and so this is an interesting demo because right now it's just a single player, but in the future network gaming is possible, really.
So you could play against, if I had a cell phone also.
Yeah, theoretically that's possible. So something like this, you can actually play another person wherever they happen to be in the city, or anywhere, in fact, especially with 3G networks and things like that, expected to actually show up. You can play real games. So that's kind of cool. It's a cool concept, because network gaming has become really popular lately, especially with things like Counter-Strike, where there are gaming servers all over the place now. So it's really an interesting prospect of being able to play against people you've never met. And
now the graphics on this obviously not that great. Do you see that improving a lot, or?
Yeah, the graphics aren't great, but this first version of Java, especially this phone is really designed for the business people, so it's not there yet. But
well,
the
all
future,
those business people want WWF wrestling.
Of course, you gotta have something to do in the airport. But in the future, you'll see phone technology is always improving. The screens are getting better, the processors are getting faster. It's going to improve. It's just going to take some time. But really, this is just a glimpse of what's going to be coming, and that's the fun part of it all. This is the other game.
What's this one?
It's called Wing. Now, I can't remember what everyone. I compared it to Space Invaders, and apparently I'm wrong there. But it's just a shooting game. You just get to blast things away. These are really more reminiscent of early Atari titles and
early
things.
Gaming.
Oh, definitely way early gaming. But it's just an idea that you can do this on a cell phone. Which, and I mentioned earlier, my prediction is that there will be like a Game Boy Advance with a cell phone built into it. I see that as a future for the younger crowd. You can play games. And it's primarily a gaming device, but it can have the cell phone capabilities as well, and network gaming, of course, which is what I'm looking forward to.
A little glimpse at the future. Thanks so much.